Hello.
Hello. Hi guys, just waiting for everybody to join, okay? And we'll get started again on the story. Gonna give them 2 minutes and then we're gonna begin.
Hello, Miss Amanda.
Hello.
Hi, Miss Amanda.
Hi. Still waiting. We have 10 people out, so we'll wait for everybody to come. Or at least quite a few more. I'll give them 1 more minute and I'll start the roll. We still have quite a bit to do. Okay, let's get started with the roll. When I call your name, unmute your mic, say here, and then mute your mic again, please. Okay, Abdurrahman?
Here.
Thank you.
Here.
Thank you. Adito?
Here.
Thank you. Basil?
Yes.
Thank you. Iyad Adel?
Yes.
Thank you. Iyad Tamer?
Yes.
Thank you. Hamza?
Yes.
Thank you. Moaz?
Here.
Moaz? Muhammad?
Here.
Thank you. Mustafa? Mustafa? Omar? Omar?
Here.
Tahir? Why did you just say here?
I thought you called for me.
No, I didn't. I didn't call for you. I called for Omar. Okay, Tahir, I have that you're here. Wahba?
Here.
Thank you. Yasin? Yasin? Yusuf?
Here.
Thank you. Isel? Isel? Farah?
Here.
Thank you. Farida?
Here.
Thank you. Jada? Jada? Jenna?
Here. Here.
Thank you, Jannah. Jamana?
Here.
Thank you. Lan?
Here.
Thank you. Leela? Leela? Leela, I can't hear your voice. Can you do it again, please? Hello?
Here.
Thank you. Gotta raise your voice so I can hear you, okay? Malik? Malik? Okay.
Here.
Pilar?
Here.
Thank you. Reem?
Here.
Thank you. Ragmini?
Yes, Miss Amanda.
Thank you. Tia? Tia? All right. Okay, let's get back to the story. So, Ike has decided to throw his hat into the ring, which means that he is going to run for mayor along with the other candidates. Okay, so the people who are in the ring are the people running for the mayor. Okay, it's not really a ring, it is an idiom. It means to join the race. Throw my hat into the ring, to join the race. All right, next page. We are starting with another letter to Mrs. LaRue. So whose viewpoint is this from? This is from the viewpoint of whom? Abdurrahman. Whose viewpoint is the letter written from?
The dogs.
That's right. It's written from Ike, Ike the dog. Okay, Abdurrahman, you go ahead and read for us.
Okay. Dear Miss Lulu, in my appearances, I have.
This is not the page we're on, honey. We're on the page before it.
Dear Miss Lulu, my first day on the campaign trail was fabulous. Everywhere, huge crowds turned out to cheer my message of dog friendliness. My chums from the social club have agreed to help. Of course, we will do our best to keep this campaign positive, though I can't speak for my opponent who appears to be
Vicious?
vicious and un- unstable. It's not insane. It's not insane. Honestly, yours, Ike.
Okay, so he writes a letter to Mrs. LaRue and tells him his first day out was great. Everybody came out and were supporting him, and they all believed him that dogs are friendly and not bad. Look at what they are doing to the sign in the picture. Our illustration shows us that they were out causing more trouble. He tells his owner that the people were all cheering him on, but what he was actually out doing is they were out destroying the signs that belong to Bugwort, his opponent. Remember, opponent is the person that you go up against, the person that is your rival, the person that you are against when doing something, okay? We use the example of a soccer team. Your opponents are the other team. All right, he wants to keep his campaign positive, he says. Remember, the campaign is the series of events that leads up to his being elected. So these are the things that he is doing to get elected for mayor. Okay? Yes, Leanne, do you have a question?
No, I just wanted to read because I didn't read today.
Okay, honey. I told everybody keep your hand down. I'm calling on people to read. Okay. All right. Basil, next page.
Uh,
Basil, do you know where we are?
yes, but the pocket's closed again.
Okay, Edito,
Yes.
can you read for me, please?
Yup.
Guys, if I call you while we're reading, it's because I want you to read.
Um, it is okay. It is dear Mr. Laru. In my appearances, I have been pointing out that if dogs are banned from places like Grubber Park, cats will run wild. Not a pleasant thought. The campaign continued to gather steam. I think we have Bugword on the ropes. Politically yours, Eek. P.S. I hope you don't mind, but I have been using the apartment as campaign headquarters.
Thank you. So he says when he goes out for appearances that he's been telling people if you ban the dogs, that the cats are going to run wild. It's the dogs who keep the cats in control. And he says that his campaign, remember the series of events to get him elected, his campaign is continues to gather steam. Okay? To gather steam is an idiom. It doesn't mean that he's actually collecting steam. It means that he is starting to gain momentum. Things are starting to move along. Things are progressing well. Okay, things are moving forward in a good way. He also says here, I think we have Bugwort on the ropes. On the ropes doesn't mean that he's actually on a rope. It means that they have him in a situation where they want him on the ropes, like it's difficult for him. They're giving him a hard time. They have him right where they want him. All right, next page. Yad, Yad, Jemana,
Bugword challenged by mystery candidate, canny
candidate.
candidate, a mysterious new candidate has emerged to challenge Hagu Bugword in his run for mayor. Supporters of LaRue describe him as a dog-friendly. Opponents point out that he is in fact a dog. The way, either way, the furry LaRue has begun to wag a fierce comp- campaign against Bugwort, who promises to overtly ban all dogs from Snort City. Surprisingly, LaRue's message has begun to catch. We didn't anticipate that
Anticipate.
admin Bugwort
Okay, you're cutting out, honey. I can't hear you.
Backward company manager.
Okay, Joanna, I think maybe it's my connection that's unstable, but I can't hear what you're reading. All right, so I hope you can hear me. Leanne, raise your hand, please, if you can hear me. Thank you. Okay. So she said, we didn't anticipate this, admits Bugwort's campaign manager, Walt Smiley, referring to the dogs. It turns out some folks are really fond of the little devils. I'm not worried, said Bugwort. Tomorrow is my big rally in Gruber Park. I'll deal with these dog lovers then. All right, so Bugwort now has a new candidate that's running against him, a mysterious candidate. Nobody knows who he is. And he says that he didn't expect for people to love the dogs. And this is what is happening, that people who do love the dogs are now speaking up. All right, and he says that when he has his speech at Gruber Park, he'll deal with the people who love dogs then. All right, next page.
My supporters
Hold
and
on.
I.
No, honey. I'm sorry, Ed. I called on you twice to read, and you were not prepared either time. Two times I called on you to read two different pages, and you were not ready either time. Go ahead, Moaz.
My supporters and I have decided to comfort Schliff Bigword at today's rally will be out in force and through
And
we
though
will conduct ourselves in a
dignified.
dignified manner. I am sure that the result, result will be interesting. Hope you are well.
I
Like P.S. Nothing. I will distract me from the important cause.
Okay, so he says, we've decided to go to Bugwort's rally today and confront him. They're going to go and they're going to speak to him at his rally about the fact that he wants to get rid of all the dogs. He says it should be interesting. Okay, moving on. He says nothing's going to keep him from this important cause. Okay, Wamba,
Yes.
you're reading.
Um. Okay. LaRue rescues Bugwort. Dog called Hero. Hugo Bugwort was rushed to Memorial Hospital yesterday after collapsing on stage during a rally in Gruber Park. Apparently, he grew dizzy while trying to shout down hecklers. Among his rescuers was his opponent, local dog Ike LaRue. When Chief collapsed, we rushed him to the nearest vehicle, a Mr. Ring truck. Explained campaign manager Walt Smiley. For some reason, the dog was already inside, but give him credit, he really did his best to help.
Continue, honey. Continue.
LaRue saved me, said Bogwart. All the way to the hospital, he fed me cool, delicious Rocky Road ice cream. By the time I got here, I was feeling much better. The rescue put a new twist. The rescue puts a new twist on an already unusual campaign. I have completely changed my mind about dogs, said Bogward. In fact, I would be honored if I could serve with me as an assistant mayor to make sure that the interests of dogs are represented in a Bogward administration. LaRue, who departed in the Mr. Dingaling truck, could not be reached for comment.
Okay, so he says that at the rally, Bugwort was yelling back at people who were trying to support the dogs, and he got dizzy. So they rushed him to the nearest vehicle to let him sit down and relax. And they found that Ike was already inside the ice cream truck. Okay, why would Ike be inside the ice cream truck? Okay, he's going to take ice cream. So uh, Ike helped to save Bugwort. So Bugwort thinks that maybe the two of them should work together, and he wants Ike to be assistant mayor. So Bugwort would be the mayor, and Ike would be his assistant. Okay, let's see what's next. What does Ike think about all of this? Muhammad, did you read already?
Yes, I read.
Okay, honey. Diane?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Dear Miss LaRue, it turns out that Chef Bugwort is not such as bad a fellow after all. In fact, he is swell anyway. But po- politics are not for me. I would rather make friends than engage in the cons and the constant bigger ring
Bickering.
and sin bicker and since all I ever wanted since all I ever wanted was to make his a great city for everyone, I have decided to wrap up my campaign campaign and
Campaign.
accept the campaign and accept the chef's
The
offer
chief.
to serve as assistant mayor. I'm so glad that you are feeling better and will be able to attend my swearing in ceremony. Your loyal dog,
Okay,
October
so Ike has
16th.
decided that instead of running for mayor, he's going to accept Bugworth's offer and he's going to be his assistant mayor. So they're going to agree that Bugworth will be the mayor and Ike will be the assistant, and they will work together to help with the city. Now, this is the swearing in ceremony. This is where they make them the official mayor and assistant mayor. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, Miss Ahmed.
Go ahead.
Promising to have the most dog friendly administration ever, new mayor Bugwort was sworn in yesterday during a ceremony in Grubber Park. At his side was Assistant Mayor like LaRue, whom many credit with his success. This is a great day for everyone in Short City, proclaimed Bugword too loud.
To loud cheers.
Loud cheers from the audience. The speech was interrupted with when several dogs in the back of the crowd overturned a hot dog cart. Bugword promised to look into the matter. It certainly is worrisome. He said, who knew those carts were so unstable?
All right, so we're right back where we started. They're speaking in the park, and someone is overturning the ice cream cart again. Okay, so they are both sworn in. Here's a picture of the two of them together, and there are people holding up signs that says the city is going to the dogs. And here, I still like Ike. That's the dogs holding it up. All right, so they promised to work together to make the city a better place, and they were sworn in Hugo Bugwort as mayor, and Ike the dog as assistant mayor. Okay? The story is told from two viewpoints: the viewpoint of the person writing the newspaper article, a person that lives in this city, and from the viewpoint of Ike when Ike is writing letters to his owner, Mrs. LaRue. Okay? Anybody who has trouble understanding the story, you should go back and watch the video again and make sure you pay attention tomorrow when we discuss the story again. Okay? Right now we're going to go to Language Arts page 346. Language Arts page 346. Language Arts textbook 346. You'll need your Language Arts textbook and your Language Arts practice book. And in your notebook, you should write down for today's lesson that we have subject pronouns. Okay, I'll show you that when I pull this down after we do the introduction. Okay, so on page 346 in your textbook, you will find today's lesson is subject pronouns. All right, remember pronouns are words like I, me, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. These are pronouns. We talked about how a pronoun takes the place of a noun. All right, let's take a look at this sentence. She went to the game. She went to the, oops, sorry. She went to the game. All right, she went to the game. Who can tell me what the subject of our sentence is? She went to the game. Raising your hand to answer, please. Regmini, what is the subject of our sentence?
She.
That's correct. She is the subject of our sentence. All right, another sentence. Regmini, what part of speech is she?
She is a subject pronoun.
That's a subject pronoun. Excellent, very good. All right, so we know she is a pronoun. So if it's our subject, then it's a subject pronoun. Very good, excellent. All right, what about the sentence, we are playing checkers? We are playing checkers.
Should I answer, Miss?
No, honey. Let somebody else answer now. Okay, Leela. Leela, how about you? What is the subject of our sentence, Leela? What's the subject? We are playing checkers. We, right. We is the subject of our sentence.
Yes.
Okay. What is we, Leela? What kind of speech? Is it a noun, a verb, a pronoun, adjective? What is it?
A noun.
Not a noun. A noun is a person, place, or thing. This we have here is what?
Pronoun.
Pronoun. Excellent. Okay. And it's a pronoun, and it is the subject of our sentence. So it is a subject pronoun. All right, let's do one more. They will meet at the movies. They will meet at the movies. Okay? They will meet at the movies. Hamza, what's the subject of our sentence?
They.
They, okay? They is our subject. All right, so they is what type of word, Hamza?
Pronoun.
Pronoun, right. So they is a subject pronoun. It is a pronoun and it is a subject of our sentence. Mustafa, I'm going to put you in the waiting room. You need to turn your camera, I'm sorry, you need to turn your microphone on I told you before that you cannot sit in the meeting without your microphone on, and you keep turning it off. So I'm going to put you in the waiting room. And when you turn your microphone on, you can leave the meeting and rejoin. Okay, another sentence. Let's try one more. He was next in line. He was next. Sorry. He was next in line. Okay. What is the subject of my sentence? Pilar. What's
اسم Samantha.
the subject of my sentence, honey?
He.
He, right. That's correct. And what part of speech is he? He is what? Is it a noun, a verb, an adjective, a pronoun?
Um.
Remember, we talked about pronouns, and pronouns are I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they.
Yes.
So this is a pronoun, and it is used as our subject. So it is a subject pronoun. Okay, again, she went to the game. She is our subject. It is a pronoun, subject pronoun. We, subject, subject pronoun. They, subject, subject pronoun. He, subject, subject pronoun. Last one. You are a wonderful class. You are a wonderful class. What is the subject of my sentence? I want to hear voices I have not heard today. Whose voice have I not heard? Okay, I think I've heard everybody. Melik? Melik, what is the subject of our sentence? Hello, Melik. Okay, Jumana, what is the subject of our sentence?
In which sentence?
Honey, there's only one that we didn't answer. Aren't you paying attention?
You are wonderful class. You.
That's correct. Guys, make sure you're paying attention, because when I call on you and you're not paying attention, I can tell from the questions that you ask that you're not listening to what we're saying. You is our subject, and it is a pronoun, so it is a subject pronoun. All right, let's take a look together. Let me share the other screen again. All right, there we go. So subject pronouns are pronouns that are used simply as the subject of our sentence. Okay? When the subject of the sentence is a pronoun, it is a subject pronoun. That's it. Very simple lesson. Okay, all the ones that we just did are subject pronouns. Let's take a look at page 69 in your practice workbook, and let's do some together. Okay? Page 69 in your practice workbook. Page 69. All right. Everybody should have their book ready. Okay, number one. Let's go down the list and everybody take a turn as much as we can. Yusuf, read number one for us, please. It says, tell us what the subject pronoun is in the sentence. Underline the subject pronoun. Yusuf. Okay, Wahba. Number one, please.
Yes.
Number one.
Underline the subject pronoun in each sentence. I am planning an awards banquet for the coaches.
Okay, what's the subject?
I.
I, correct. We underline I. It is the subject pronoun. Okay, Tahir, number two.
Yes.
Guys, if
They
you're paying
told us
attention, you know what I'm asking.
our families should attend.
Okay,
They,
correct. They is the subject of our sentence. Very good, thank you. Reem.
We asked Coach Jeff.
And you gotta raise your voice.
We asked Coach Jeffers to present our award. We.
We, correct. Very good, thank you. Ragnini. 4.
Of course. He enjoys recognizing his favorite athletes. He.
He, correct. He is the subject. Okay. Pilar.
yes, Miss Anne.
Next, please.
You should ask Susan to bring her camera. You.
You is correct. Very good, thank you. All right. Number 6. Guys that are raising your hand, you're taking your name out of the list. Medic. Medic, number 6, please. Hello, Medic. Okay, Leela, number 6. Guys, why aren't you answering when I call on you? Leela, number 6.
Yeah.
Number 6,
It
please.
will be nice. What? Okay. It will be nice to have some pictures taken.
What's the subject, honey? Hello, Leila? Hello? Okay, maybe you lost connection. Adito, what's the subject for number 6? It, correct. Very good. Thank you. All right, number 7. Basil.